So currently, at the moment, what are you reading?
What am I reading? Right now, I am reading How to Be a Boss by Lily Singh. I'm about 6 chapters into it, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's what I'm reading now. I'm also kind of reading Caraval at the minute.
Me too.
Yeah.
This is how far I am. So like this far, and Daryl's like this far through. So like I'm kind of struggling my way through. I was really excited to read this book,
Me
and
too.
I thought it would be amazing, but I'm not really liking any of the characters is my problem. Which I know I can sometimes read stuff and really enjoy when you hate every single person in it, but this I'm just kind of like, meh, you're okay as people. Like,
I'm finding it hard to read it.
Yeah.
I will go back to it. I just kind of stopped because we were away on holiday and I kind of stopped reading it. And I got some more books that I really wanted to read, so I kind of put this on the back burner for the time being. But I'm definitely going to try and finish it this month at some point.
Yeah. Because I was so excited about it, and I feel maybe I'm just judging it too harshly because I was so excited.
Yeah.
I'm also reading the last in A Court of Thorns and Roses trilogy. Well, no, there's going to be more. I'm like this far through. I read the first 2 super quickly because she was nagging me, like, why haven't you finished it yet? And I've just kind of, we got back, I read all this pretty much while we were on holiday, and then we kind of got back, and I've just kind of stagnated as I've been busy.
Yeah.
So I am slowly making my way through this one, but hopefully I'll get a bit more. And then I set myself way too much. I read like 5 books at once, which is really problematic.
Yeah. You need to finish them and then.
And then we went to a bookshop called Gaze the Word in London, and we had to limit ourselves to only picking 2 books because I genuinely, I think, would have picked up every single lesbian book in there.
Yeah.
So
probably.
This was one of the books I picked up, which is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, which I've heard good things about, and it's space sci-fi, and I'm excited for it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to start that at some point. Also going to read A Dream of Ice, which is the sequel to, I can't remember, A Vision of Fire, which I read like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
Italy at the
oh, I
time.
should read, because I read it as it came out, so I read it in a day or 2.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, gotta wait for the sequel of that to come out. Kind of forgot about it. Saw it in a bookshop and was like, oh yeah, I should probably continue that series. So I can't really remember what's going on. I remember it was complicated and intense.
There was a lot going on.
And
Yeah.
then my skinny little book, which is Poor Unfortunate Souls, which we got for £2 in Asda. So it might be crap, it might be good, who knows. I'm a big Ursula fan, and I like the cover art, which I think is really beautiful, because it has Vanessa and it has Ursula.
As well as finishing Caraval and Lily Singh's book, I've got another 3 books to try and read this month. So I don't know if I'm actually going to manage that, because we've got quite a busy couple of weeks coming up, but we'll see what we can do. So the first one is Longbourn, which I picked up when we were in Bath, because obviously Jane Austen territory, we had to go to Bath. Yes, we went to the Jane Austen Centre. Yes, I could have spent a fortune, but limited myself. So I picked up this book called Longbourn, and it's basically Pride and Prejudice, but from the perspective of the servants. So I'm really excited about it.
It has my favourite quote on the back, which is, if Elizabeth Bennet had the washing of her own petticoats, Sarah thought, she would be more careful not to tramp through muddy fields. And I just love that.
Yeah. So this one's by Jo Baker, and I'm really excited about that one. So, yeah, I think it's going to be funny. The woman in the shop highly recommended it. She said it was her favourite not Austen type book. So, another one I'm really excited about is The Chaos of Stars by Kirsten White. Hannah was at San Diego Comic Con a couple of years ago, and she picked up another one of Kirsten White's books,
Mind Games,
and it was really good. Again, YA, sort of Harper teen, this one is, and it's real. The Mind Games was really good, and this has one of my favourite quotes that I've seen written in it, so I feel I have to read the book so I know what's going on. Hannah's already read it, so I kind of know what's happening, but
it's a quite short book. It's quite quick. Like, it's good.
Yeah, it's not too hard to read, hopefully, so I'll see how fast I can get through that one. So the last one I'm going to try and read is The Lies We Tell Ourselves. This was the other book we picked up in London from Gaze the Word. Again, Hannah's already read it because she read it while we were still in London. And
So
she couldn't put it down.
Caraval for.
Yeah. So you can blame her. If you like Caraval, you can blame this book for taking Hannah away from it. But yeah, this one's by Robin Talley. So really looking forward to reading this. Again, I know a little bit about it from when you were reading it, but Hannah couldn't put it down when she read it. So
yeah, it's like a nice queer slow burn romance, and it's set during the civil rights movement, and it's just a nice story, and a lot happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. These were our books that we're going to try and read before the end of the month. I don't know what we're going to be doing next, but if you subscribe, I'm sure you will find out. And yeah, so I hope that you enjoy this video, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
How awkward did you feel?
I kind of got into it, and then I was like, crap, we're going to need to finish it, and it got awkward again.